It's a small island developing state, and we, as a region, do have, it's not similar, it's the same issues. It's the same issues. It's global issues that are affecting us. So I'm really happy to be here and for Oxfam and others to allow us to express the concerns that we have and see how best we can address some of these concerns. So I listened to the panelists, and I want to thank you for your point of view on the topic, because it is grappling. While I listened, I was looking on an app. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the period app or the menstruation app. And the first question I said to myself, who developed this app? Was it a man? Was it a woman? I think the first one was developed in Berlin, and a lot of the technologists were men. So, you know, the question about privacy, where does your information go? And especially when we have, in countries where the abortion is illegal, you know, the thinking is that it can be tracked to see who goes to which clinic and, you know, all of that. So data privacy is also an issue when we speak about digital technology and austerity measures, and who really are the persons who are making decisions on behalf of women. So in the context of the discussions, we are currently seeing a dominance of digital age, and this has built exclusion, extraction, commodification, and a lot of capital accumulation. The enormous market power for multinationals or corporations and big tech companies have caused national governments to move towards facilitating privatization, and we have seen this a lot in the Caribbean. And this has been done through the promotion of technology solutions for public services. And I would have heard Crystal in her presentation and Anna speaking about a lot of these technological solutions that comes as part of solving the problem. So the thing about avoiding tax obligations is a real issue. And when we speak about austerity measures, we have to also look into tax justice, because you have tax evasion, you have tax avoidance, manipulation of trade negotiations to guarantee monopoly rights. And this leads to greater inequality and feminized poverty. In parallel, we have massive deregulation, we have intensification, and the precariousness of labor across digital platforms. Digitalization and telework, or some call it remote work, have been changing the world, this world of work and how we perform our work. And this has greatly impacted women, both in the formal and informal economy, including public services. We have seen where artificial intelligence and algorithmic pro-profit use have pushed for more commodification of women's sexual and reproductive health through increased digital monitoring. So when I opened my statement with the menstruation app, there's somebody monitoring our data. So we also, we're concerned about the surveillance that undermines human rights and our rights as women. So this order is provoking the exacerbation of gender and intersecting inequalities that continues to trigger exclusion, predominantly for women and women workers. And this has been worsened by the unjust current organization of care and exposure to digital violence. We have a lot of sexual harassment, digital harassment, cyberbullying, affecting those most vulnerable, girls and women. Brothers and sisters, no gender transformative change will be possible under those conditions. So it is in this context that Public Services International, DAWN, Action Aid, Oxfam, CESAR, GIESR, Global Action on Tax Justice Network, Womankind, Femnet, and IT for Change have joined forces to call for a digital New Deal. As Anna mentioned, technology is a powerful catalyst for enabling women. Technology also serves as a powerful catalyst for digital transformation. However, it must be accessible and it must be safe for everyone. I'm here on behalf of the movement calling for joining a gender transformative digital New Deal and endorse the Feminist Digital Justice Declaration for Generation Equality. And so we invite you all to an event on Friday, March 10th at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I believe I have a flyer there. And this will be at the Church Center. We'll be issuing these flyers during the course of this morning on the 8th floor. And this event will gather members of the trade union and feminist movements in a global conversation to put together a common agenda for a gender transformative digital New Deal. The movements will discuss their common approach to framing this digital New Deal, connecting it to the Declaration of Feminist Digital Justice, which was launched on March 6th by IT for Change and DAWN, and also visualizing a future and common coalition work. Let us work together, let us strategize. We have the numbers, we speak with one voice, and let us come together and sign on to the call for a gender transformative digital New Deal. I see you all on March 10th at 12:30. Thank you.